Hello crew, welcome back to the Gaming Ocean TCG channel. Hope everyone's doing well. And in this video, we're unboxing the newest starter deck in the One Piece TCG, Starter Deck 14 3D2Y. This revolves around a brand new black leader Luffy card. So I can't wait to go ahead and dive into the starter deck and see what it's all about. Check out the cards, see what the gameplay is and the strategy. But before we get that far, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with others, and hit that notification bell button so you don't miss any TCG content or openings. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into it and unbox 3D2Y Starter Deck 14 One Piece TCG. Check out this brand new starter deck here. I think this is our second black leader Luffy card in the TCG. Ah, yes, of course, I forgot. There we go. And okay, they're still packing it like this with this type of cardboard plastic holding the cards, the deck, and all in this plastic bag. So that's still their new style to box their starter decks. And of course, every starter deck comes with a playmat slash how to play. Because on one side you have, again, the playmat itself. And it kind of gives you where the cards go, right? And the phases right there. So that's pretty cool. In the back of it, you get how to play in a sense, right? How the phases work, what you do on your turn. So that's pretty cool. This is always nice in every starter deck, any type of TCG. That way, if you're brand new, you know how to play it and they instruct you how to play the game and how the cards go on the field and where they should be placed. So that's always nice. Okay, put this up here. Bam. And here is the starter deck. As you can see, a brand new black Luffy leader card. Has 5 life, 5k power. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit closer to it. Let's open this up. Alright. Just slides right out. Uh-oh. Luffy got stuck on the sticky stuff. I don't like that. Here we go. What's Sanji? Alright. So, let's get straight into it. So we do have a new black leader Luffy card here. Like I stated, it has 5 life, 5k power. And this card looks amazing. They do a very good job with the artwork in this TCG. And it looks kind of textured, actually. And kind of is, actually. You can feel a little texture to it. Alright, but what does this card do? So, new leader card, Luffy. If a Dawn's attached to it, all of your characters gain +1 cost. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, this leader gains 1000 power. So it kind of has 2 effects. One, it gives your characters +1 if it's Dawn's attached to them. And if you have a character of 8 or more cost, the leader gains 1000 power. So essentially, it can be a 6k power leader card once you get that 8 cost character card on the field. So that's your Luffy card, your leader. Yo, this artwork looks sick though. Looks very good. And of course, the 3D2Y involves the part of the anime / manga when they were separated and when they come back 2 years later, that time skip. So that's what that's all about, why it's named that for Starter Deck 14. So we'll put the leader card here in the middle. And let's check out the rest of the deck. So here is our super rares. We get Sanji. Yeah, so this is kind of like the training arc in that 2-year time skip. So this is where Sanji is running away from the men dressed in women's clothing because he thought it was just an island of women when he was mistaken. So now he's sad. Sanji has the worst of luck. It's funny though. But Sanji, he's a 5 cost. On play, if you have a character with a cost of 6 or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. So it pops something. That's cool. Its effect. This is a 5 cost character, right? And Luffy's leader ability gives your characters +1. And it says if you have a character. It's not restricting itself. So maybe that's how the dynamic of the deck works, where you can use the leader ability up the cost of your character cards so some of the effects work. And it's interesting because usually black cards revolve around minusing cost of your opponent's characters so you can pop them. So this is like kind of like a new mechanic for black where you up the cost. So that's kind of interesting. You get 2 Sanjis. Okay, so 2 super rare Sanjis. So remember to pick up 2 copies if you want to complete a set. And I was able to go ahead and pick up my second copy. So we have Nami. She's a blocker. And on play, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand and a character with a cost of 8 or more, draw a card. All right, and she has a count of 1000. She's a 3 cost character. And of course, you get 2 Namis. So there's that. Now we go into the rest of the deck. All right, so now we got Usopp, and of course, again, this is all artwork from their training arc. So when they disappear in that 2-year time skip. So example, like Nami, didn't mention this, but this is Nami in the Sky Islands when she's studying with the weather people. So that's what that should be, because I see that little weather ball. And this is Usopp in that insect island with that, kind of like that insect warrior kind of guy who buffs him up, and where he learns about all these types of plants. So we got Usopp, which is a 3 cost, 1000 counter. If a Dawn's attached to Usopp when attacking, if you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Not bad. That's every time when you're attacking. Okay. So you get how many Usopps? 4 Usopps. Okay. Next is Jinbei. Oh, we're going to get the whole Straw Hat crew? Hopefully we do, actually. We got Jinbei. Once per turn, up to one of your black Straw Hat crew type characters gain +2 cost till the end of your opponent's next turn. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. So this is a once per turn activation effect. 1000 counter, 3 cost Jinbei, 4k power, which would actually help. So that means your Straw Hat crew character will get +2. Then you have the Luffy, which is a +1. That's +3. So most of your effects that say if you need an 8 cost or more character, like the Luffy leader and Nami, would actually activate. So you kind of have to combo some of these cards for some of your effects. So that's quite interesting. This is an interesting deck. So of course, 4 Jinbeis, you get Chopper. All right. And yep, this is his training arc too. I see the guys in the background. Studies medicine, he learns his new form, the Kung Fu point. So a 4 cost Chopper, counter 1000, just a vanilla card, 6k power. Doesn't know a real effect. Nico Robin, when she was dropped off with the Revolutionary Armies, 1000 counter, and on play and when attacking, if you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, give up to one of your opponent's characters -5 cost during this turn. That's massive. And again, if you have Nico Robin and if you have the Jinbei on the field, that's +2 already, so that's already a +8 on her. So her effect should work on herself, because this is if you have a character, you should count herself. That's pretty cool. So you can do little combos like that. 4 of her. Heredus, hopefully I pronounced that right. Oh, he has the 2000 counter, okay. Activate main. You may rest this character. Up to one of your black Straw Hat crew type characters gains +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then, if you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, draw 1 card and trash 1 card from your hand. Again, you can combo your character. You can have a 6 cost character, I guess. Let's say, right, like Nico Robin, and use that. She becomes an 8, and her effect works as well. Very interesting deck. 4 of these. Frankie. So far, we're getting the whole Straw Hat crew. Frankie has a 1000 counter, 6k power, 5 cost. If you have a Dawn attached to him, on opponent's turn. If you have a character with a cost of 6 or more, this character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects and gains 2000 power. That's pretty good. Only thing he's missing is blocker. That'd be super crazy. Very helpful. All right, so you get 4 Frankies and Brook. Okay, we're getting all the Straw Hat crew. Awesome. So we got Brook, 1000 counter, 5 cost, 7k power. Vanilla, no real effect, but that's cool. This is when he was like a witchcraft satanic island, and he became the Soul King there. So there's that. Yeah, all these represent them working or in that 2-year time scale. This is Frankie when he stumbled upon Vegapunk's old lab and he upgraded himself. Forgot to mention that. So let's keep going here. Frankie. Hercules. This is who Usopp changed with. There's Usopp right there. That's cool. 2000 counter. All right. So activate main. You may rest this character. Up to one of your black Straw Hat crew type characters gains +2 cost to the end of your opponent's next turn. All right. So there's a lot of helpful cards that actually boost your cost to activate the 8 cost effects. Hercules is a 1 cost, 2000 power. He has a 2000 counter. You get 4 of these. That's nice. And Monkey D. Luffy himself. And this is where he trains with Rally. I think Rally only trains him for a little bit. Then after that, he fights the animals on the island to master and learn Hake. So 8 cost, 10,000 power. If you have a character with a cost of 10 or more, this character gains Rush. I can see this happening and working with the combos in this deck. So you got the 2 cards that can +2 it. He becomes a 10, has Rush. Or even if there's a +1, that's fine. And your Monkey D. Luffy leader card gives you a +1. So you're just missing another 1 cost. So I can see how you combo around with the cards in this deck. So that's pretty cool. And he gains Rush. So you drop him, make him a 10 cost. He attacks the first turn. Oh, you don't get 2 Luffys. Okay. Rorona Zoro. All right. In his 2-year time scale or training arc, he actually lands in the island where Mihawk is. And Mihawk actually trains him. But he fights these baboons that actually mimic his sword style and fighting style. So he technically had to fight himself. And these monkeys were no pushovers. So Zoro, of course, vanilla card. Counter 1000, 6 cost, 8k power. Artwork looks really cool. And that's it. 4 Zoros, okay. That is the characters in the deck. And let's go on to the event cards. So we got our new event card here, Gum Gum Giant Rifle. It's a 1 cost. It's a counter. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, there's the number again, 8. Up to one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during this battle. Okay. Trigger. Add up to one of your character cards with a cost of 2 or less from your trash to your hand. Alright. How many of these we get? 2 of these, okay. Next event is Gum Gum Diablo 3 Sword Style Moton Jet 600-pound Phoenix Cannon. That's a mouthful. Wow. I don't think this name is longer than the card from the Digimon card game. I made a short on that. I thought it was funny, but this is a long name. So it's a 2 cost. Main effect, up to one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during this turn. Then, if you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Trigger. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Alright, and we get 2 of these, okay? Next event card, I have my crew. Yeah, that's when he realized that he has his crew, even though he lost Ace. Sad. Main, draw 1 card. Then, up to one of your character gains plus 3 costs until the end of your opponent's next turn. Trigger, KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Alright, and we get 2 of these. Okay, so the event cards is just copies of 2. So again, if you want to complete the set, pick up a second starter deck, and complete the whole set. There's the event cards, and now we move on. Look at that, a stage card, 1000 Sunny. What do we got here? So 1 cost. All of your black Straw Hat Crew type characters gain plus 1 cost. Oh, another way to gain cost. On play, if your leader has a Straw Hat Crew type, draw a card. Well, that's nice. Okay, so if you have the stage card and your leader card has a Dawn card, that's already plus 2 cost already. So that already gets you to either a 6 cost or even closer to an 8 cost or more. So that's cool. And for the Luffy card, if you have this and the leader, that's already 10 cost. So your Luffy becomes a 10 cost character and it rushes. Easy, simple as that. Well, this is an interesting starter deck. And of course, 2 stage cards, 1000 Sunny. And of course, they give you 10 Dawn cards, which you need for your Dawn deck to play the game. This is your cost system. But that's it. That's actually the whole starter deck. I think this starter deck has a very cool, unique play style, upping your character's cost. It's like a brand new mechanic for black, because usually you minus character costs. And having Luffy giving you 1+ character cost, and the 1000 Sunny stage card plus 1 character cost. Characters like Sanji, once you drop them, you don't waste the effect, because it literally becomes a 6 cost with Luffy, and that way its on-play effect is not wasted. And it's very cool because the card is not limiting it, meaning it's not saying another character on the field, but as long as 8 characters on the field with a 6 cost, right? Once Sanji's on the field and your leader has a +1 Dawn, Sanji becomes a 6 cost, and you don't waste the ability, the on-play effect. And you can just play it and use it. I think that's pretty cool. And then of course you have Usopp, where he can pop characters 4 cost or less, but you have to have an 8 cost character on the field, right? But again, with other combos like Luffy, 1000 Sunny, Jinbei giving you +2, that one other card, the little wizard guy, gives you +2 as well. And I think one of the event cards, if I remember correctly, gives you +3. So there's ways to up those costs, use the abilities. So I think this is a very cool starter deck. Seems like a lot of fun. Very combo heavy, which I really like. I like the Luffy leader card. And again, once you get your 8 cost character and Luffy's second ability activates, where this leader gains 6k. So you'll have a 6k leader. That's pretty powerful. And the cards themselves in the deck play around with each other. So I think it's very cool. So I got my second copy. Can't wait to add more cards to play around with it. That way I have a full set of the Sanji, Nami, and the Luffy. Example with the Luffy. When you have these 2 already, the leader and the stage becomes a 10 cost. Already, rush. So you can make things happen with a starter deck. But let me know what y'all think about starter deck 14 in the comments down below. Y'all think it's going to make it or not? I personally hope to see it make it. And I personally can't wait to try it out and have fun. And if you want to get to One Piece, I think that's a good starter deck to try out. You know, get the feel for it. And it's very straightforward. Give it a try. But that's going to wrap it up. That is the unboxing and showcasing of One Piece Starter Deck 14 3D2Y. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Support the channel. Join the crew for more TCG content and openings. And until next time, smooth sailing.